So you can do 1/2 times 16 times 15. That should work for the area of the base. Well, you are correct. I wonder what I did crazy.
So I'm gonna wait. No, I wasn't tripping.
Okay.
Well, the answers are wrong.
What do you mean?
She gotta fix it. Base is not 15.
Where do you see that? Perimeter, maybe.
Yes. Literally from the top to the
Okay. Where?
height times perimeter.
Okay.
All right. Were you guys getting 120? Yeah, that's the right answer. Mm-hmm. De nada.
It's gonna be easy.
You played me. I was just laying back.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait again. No,
Yeah.
not bad.
So do we have to change the answer for Martha?
Mm-mm.
Should do it.
No, you're good.
It didn't.
Hit refresh.
Because we're gonna copy this one, so it doesn't.
Oh, you are correct. So I added 120 and 1240.
Can I just put one in front of the 240 or 240? Well,
It's automatic for me to look at something.
So on that rainbow slide, you need to add 2 answers. 120 and 1240 are both answers for question number 1. Does that help, Miriam?
But because I didn't answer yeah, that's what he said. That's what he said.
wouldn't it, wouldn't it just be for the first one? For that question.
I think so. So let's look at question number 1 because there seems to be some question about it. Boom. So if I'm looking at this and I'm trying to find the base, the area of the base is the area of this triangle. So you want to do 1/2 the base of the triangle times the height. So this equals the area of the base. Okay. And then if I come down here and I'm looking for the height of the whole shape, the height of the whole shape is this height. That's the height of the shape. And then the perimeter of the base is this distance all the way around the base triangle. So you would add 17 and 17 and 16. And then the surface area is this crazy formula. Did I even put it on here? So to find surface area of that triangular prism, you got to come over here. Surface area is HP plus 2B. HP plus 2B. So HP plus 2B. That's the height, the perimeter, and the area of the base. So big B is always the area of the base. So we found the height of the shape, right? That was 20. We found the perimeter. That was 17 plus 17 plus 16. So is that 50? And then plus 2 times the area of the base, and we got 120 for the area of the base. Okay. Some of these formulas get a little weird because you've got weird variables in them.
What?
Oh, and you're right, it is not an equilateral triangle. I need to change that.
For volume, you use the big B, right, which would be 48.
For volume, you use the big B, which is the 48. Yes. Lily? How do I find the area of the base? You need to do 1/2 base times height. So the base of the triangle is 12 times the height, which is 8. Let me make this more clear. So you do 1/2, the base of the triangle is 12. And then the height of the triangle is 8.
So then would you use 20 or 8?
For the height of the shape. The height of the shape here is the 20. And that's what's so confusing about triangular prisms. I've got the height of the triangle, which I have to use in order to get the area of the base. But then the height of the triangular prism is this. Yeah. So area of a triangle is 1/2 base times height. So question number 4. The height of the triangular prism is 7. And its base is an equilateral triangle with sides of 5. Find the volume of the prism. Okay. So in order to find volume, I need the area of the base. So the area of this base, I need to find B. So if it's equilateral, this base is 5. That means the left side is 2.5 and the right side is also 2.5. So I've got to use Pythagorean theorem to find the height. So 2.5 squared plus the height squared equals 5 squared because I've got this right triangle. So 2.5 squared plus the height squared equals 5 squared. When you solve that, 25 minus 2.5 squared, I get 18.75. And then we got to take the square root. So the height of this triangle, the height of the triangle is like 4.3. So when I go to do the base, I've got to do 1/2 the base of the triangle, which is 5, times the height of the triangle, which is 4.33.
Wait, how do you find the base?
The formula's on.
What?
Formula's on.
The base is one.
That's it.
Base is 1/2 base times height. That's base.
So you have to use Pythagorean theorem. A squared plus B squared equals C squared in order to find the height of the triangle. And then once you get that, and I think that height is 4.33. What do I have in here?
I hate for number 116. I don't have anything to solve that.
Yeah, 15. Okay, use up for volume. Use volume up for those. You hold the marker.
But to get where you're at on the board, you need to do the exact answer.
Correct.
I just took that. So you have to hold it. So now it's still the same for, if you just click it,
And then is that 4.33?
it still takes one for that.
Yeah, because that's, yeah, so 4.33 is the height. And what'd you get for the base? It is an answer though. Somehow I didn't get all of my answer choices on my little rainbow board up here.
And then for your volume, base times height. So 10.8. A squared, what you get for A squared plus B squared, right? That's right.
Yeah, so all you're going to do once you get the base and you get the height is you're going to multiply those two things together. Why do I have 3 blanks here? Is the volume? Yeah, those are your answers. Oh, the height of the shape though is 7. This is not the volume. So you don't use this height, you use this height. So for the volume, you have to use the 7 is the height. So 10.8 times 7. Thank you. Correct. Okay, so for this one, you've got your triangular prism. The base here is 10.8 and the height is 7. So to find the volume, you need to multiply these two things. No, this is little b. And then once you have the whole area, it's big B. Which one? Yeah, so in this one, what did I just do? So let me open it up so we can have a visual. Yeah. There might be one right here. So question number 4. Or question number 3. Oh, there are 4 blanks. Okay. So blank number 1 is 4.3. Blank number 2 is 10.8. Blank number 3 is 7. And then blank number 4 is 75.6. Yeah.
I had to run for perimeter on number 3, and then surface area.
All right.
So I'm guessing it's not 10.
Which one?
Perimeter.
Which one are we looking at? This one? So the perimeter of the base, we found the 6, and then we found the 10. So 10 plus 10 plus 12 is 32.
Maybe it's not 10.
Would it be 36?
Let's look. I thought I combed through this so carefully, but clearly I did not.
Maybe our
You know why? Yeah, this year. So what did we get for perimeter? We got 32, right?
And then for surface area, I had 36.
And what else? Was there anything else that was different on that one?
No, I mean, I got every other one.
Gotcha. All right. We're good with that one now. Lily? How do I find the height of this one? So the height of the shape is 20. The height of the shape is 20. Because it's how tall is it sitting on its base? So the base is the triangle. So if it's sitting on that 20 is the height of the shape. Which one? So we're finding volume and surface area. So volume is pi 4 squared times 6.
Your brother? No. What's the heading? You're not things I don't know. And then it's like, wait.
This one? So here you need to use Pythagorean theorem to find this height of the triangle. If you know this whole base is 5, that means this side is 2.5. So if I do a squared plus b squared equals c squared, that's 2.5 squared plus b squared equals 5 squared. So you can find the height here. So the first blank is your height of the triangle, which is this. So how would you solve this in the calculator?
Girl, you just went. Oh my goodness. Wow.
It is a B because that's the B is right here. What? Yeah. So like that's your variable. That's what you're solving for.
Yes, no.
We may finish it next week. No, don't stress her. What? You don't have SOLs every day next week.
Except for Thursday. I'm feeling amazing. I feel so bad for it. I got one Tuesday. I had a Tuesday. I'm supposed to have one on Tuesday, but I'm not going to.
So I'm so confused. So if we don't take our SOLs, we come at 10:40, and then like we go to first walk. Oh, okay.
Or we just don't go.
No. Ew.
It is 4.3. And then the area of the base is going to be 1/2 base times height. So that's 1/2 the base, which is 5, times that height that you just found, 4.3. So the area of the base, the area of that triangle that the triangular prism sits on, is 1/2 the base of the triangle, which is 5, times the height, which is what you just found at 4.3. So to find the area of the base, you do 1/2 5 times 4.3. You can't hear me?
No.
Ladies, are we still working?
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So 1/2 base times height. 1/2 the base, which is 5, and then the height, which is 4.3. That's what you just calculated. The triangular prisms are the hardest ones, I think.
How many what?
Yeah. Not very much. You have 2 of each one. Then you have the 3 hard items.
Okay.
Oh. This one's not very far.
What is it?
Oh,
I can't even see it.
Because you also have the slide, base. And then this one that Jonathan's got.
Lily, did that help?
This one's not that great. Jonathan's got. I know, I got 100 miles. I'm gonna get it with my chocolate. Sure.
Why does she have rollers?
I get down quicker than Branson and Martin. Wait, I'm going to go pee. They have pee.
No, I said, there's no study block.
If you're out there, always on the camera. See, here's the one I heard about PE. PE last quarter, the most fun we did out there was walking the track.
Yeah, we couldn't do anything.
You know, it's like kickball.
Girl.
No, I mean, not in PE. Yeah, I do.
No, we're not going to mind.
If you're stuck on triangular prisms, I would suggest you skip that one at this point and go to cylinders. You want to do as much practice in these as possible. Find the easy ones. The last question on each slide is definitely the hardest. Cylinders is a lot easier. So if you're struggling with triangular prisms, just move on to that one. It doesn't matter. And if you move all these little pieces of gold, you've got all your numbers down here.
Is the first blank, but there's 2 of these 3.
You might have to use it twice on 2 different slides. Type in what I put in. Mm-hmm.
No, I'm saying send one of your things. I do. I want to see if I can see. Oh, you're like. Oh, this one's fine. Oh, we should. Girl, I almost die. Yes. That's killing me with your crumble. That one's fine. Yeah. I don't think so. Yeah, definitely.
Which one, Lily? Say it again.
I know, I'm like.
What?
It's close enough. No worries.
Which was 10.75. We're gonna hear about it, our grades. I think my grandfather.
You can't look at her and be like, bro. I know. I talked to him with. That's
Yeah.
Wait, I did the line game? What are you working on? It doesn't work. Which one?
Oh, wait, this one.
No.
Lateral area. Lateral area.
You start. Oh, yeah. She scored on her legs. How happy is
Stop it.
It might be what? LA is lateral area. So when you're looking at the formula sheet, anything that says LA is just the sides. So let me show you on the formula sheet. Anywhere you have LA, that's lateral area. So it's like the sides around the shape. Or if you're looking at the cylinder, it's like the label on the soup can is the lateral area is the sides and not the bases. Lateral area of the cone is like the teepee part, not the base. Lateral area of the pyramid are the triangles, not the square at the bottom. So that's definitely a question I hope someone would ask today. Which question are you looking at specifically? So like if we're looking at this one, I just want to know what would go around that soup can. So 2 pi and then the radius and then 8.
Phoenix has to win.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the next game last night, they were playing Trey's ball. That is really funny for that ball.
It was better than that, though. It would have stayed on. No. Honestly, I thought they were related. Yeah. I think so. Hold on. I'm looking that up. Somebody told me that. I think she is. Yes, she is. She's 18. What? She was 12. Okay, question 3, what's your 301? Okay, but like, could we not? I was just doing that. Like, could we question?
So I'm guessing I think that 3.144 more than twice.
That's what I told you.
Okay, I'm just saying.
You told me how dumb I was.
I never said that. That was a very new word.
Well, you told me that I didn't know what I was doing.
I never said that. How would I ever say that?
I don't know. Are you going to
Hey, relax. Like I would answer.
No, you're not.
How do you find volume in number 5? This one. So you're given surface area. The surface area is here. And I know the radius, so I just wrote the surface area formula and filled in the 2 numbers that I know. The 1890 is the surface area, and the 9 is the radius. And then you just use your calculator to clean up all those numbers. 2 times pi times 9 squared. I know that's really hard to see. 2 pi radius squared makes 508. And then 2 times pi times 9 makes 56.52. And then you just solve that equation. 1890 minus 508 gives you 1381, and then divided by 56 gives you 24.4. 24.4 is the height, and then you have to solve for volume. So the radius is 9 and the height is 24.4. So what's the volume?
I'm surprised you went to lunch.
You put 1 4, parentheses 9 squared. And then parentheses 24. I don't know if I did it.
So let's look at it again. We've got the 1890, right? So 1890 equals pi 9 squared h plus 2 pi, oh wait, no.
You captured them correct?
100% she is. It was so funny. Oh, that's funny.
So that's a surface area.
So this is the surface area formula, and when I put all of this in the calculator, I get 508.68. And if I put this in the calculator, we get 56.52 H. No, I just had to rewrite it. Really, what I want you to do is just practice as many of these as you can. So this is 24.4, and then we put it into volume. So pi times the radius squared. Did you square the 9? It shouldn't matter. Did you get 6,000 something? Use this 6,000 number. Yeah.
What the hell? Oh yeah, girl, it's here's that's me.
Because it says round to the nearest whole number.
Yeah, I think it's wrong. How do you do the third blank for the question 4?
How many small bales can fit inside the big one? So what did you get for the big bale? For the volume? For the big one? And what did you get for the small one? 16? So how many 16s are there in 62? Yep. Round to the nearest whole number. Mm-hmm. How many 16s are there in 62.8?
We just did 5.
So you've got to substitute everything in. You've got the surface area, you've got the radius. If you substitute in the surface area and the radius, you can find the height. Round the height to the nearest whole number. It says round the height to the nearest whole number. That's the mistake we were making before. And then it's just 24. Mm-hmm. And then substitute it in for volume. This is pi. Mm-hmm. If you've gone on to spheres, one of the important things with spheres is knowing that a hemisphere is just sliced in half. So you would find the whole volume, like in number 2, and then just divide it in 2. Because it says round to the nearest whole number. 24.4 rounds to 24. It does, yeah. I didn't read that either. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 6104.
Last couple of minutes for questions if you have any. Again, if you have moved on to cylinders, or spheres, make sure you know that when you get a hemisphere like this, you divide it in half. So I'd find the volume, but then divide it in half. So in the calculator, we do 4/3 times pi times 15 cubed, and then multiply by 1/2, divide by 2, however you want to do that. When you're doing the amount of plastic, you want surface area.
You remember that for me?